All right, so I know it's kind of it's not late. It's only 7. I'm just like I got to talk about this, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to be talking about this with Doc Holocron and Joel and Red and everyone else on the podcast we do together on Doc Holocron's channel. And we're going to be talking more about this, but I figured, since we didn't get D23, we got a lot for the Disney Investors Day, which they were like, we got a shit ton to talk about. And they announced a lot, mainly Star Wars and something else, which I will talk about in a different video. Don't worry, I'm going to be talking about the other thing they announced that wasn't Star Wars, that I was like, I could have done a video in and of itself about all that thing, but now I got all these Star Wars things to talk about, so I will get to that first. So, as we expected, we were getting a lot more Star Wars shows just like we were getting a lot more MCU shows on Disney+. And there was one that we already knew about, Bad Batch, that was coming out. Bad Batch, we got a trailer for even, and it looks cool. It looks like we're dealing with the rise of the Empire in the Disney canon through the Bad Batch, and I'm really excited for that one. It looks like a much darker show. It very much looks like a much darker show than what even Clone Wars was dark, but I feel like this one's going to push it a little more. And no surprise, we got we're getting an Ahsoka show. Yeah, that episode of Mandalorian turned out to was a backdoor pilot. So Rosario Dawson will be playing Ahsoka in this new show. And that's probably where we'll get... I'm not even spoiling shit. You guys already know by now. That's probably where we're going to see Ezra. That's probably where we're going to see Thrawn. And I think a lot of people were like... I personally am relieved that this is going to be an Ahsoka show and not shoehorned into Mandalorian. Because I feel like we were having enough of... And I'll get more into this when I eventually get around... When we get to the Mandalorian Season 2 review. But yeah, as it stands, I am glad that Ahsoka's getting her own show rather than just shoehorn in with Mandalorian, with Din Djarin. So, I'm happy for that. I really am happy that that's not what's going to happen. So, yay. Ahsoka show, I am excited. I'm curious to see who they're going to cast as Thrawn. I'm hyped for that. What I was also not expecting was that we got a new show coming soon called Rangers of the New Republic, which looks like it's going to be a show dealing with the new marshals and new protectors of the Outer Rim area, kind of like what Cara Dune is right now. So that's basically it looks like they're going to be dealing with the Outer Rim in that one. And we are also going to be having, and this is one I wasn't expecting, a Lando show. We are getting a Lando Calrissian show featuring Donald Glover as Lando. So that's going to be cool. I guarantee you the first season is going to deal with how Lando got to be the leader on Bespin. I guarantee you that's what's going to be the first season, is how he got... they're going to talk about Bespin at some point. Either that will be the opening season or the final season. I guarantee you it's going to be one or the other. So yeah, I guarantee you that's going to be the case there. We also got announcements for Obi-Wan, for the Obi-Wan show, and here was the big thing for the Obi-Wan announcement. We are getting Hayden Christensen back as Darth Vader. He is now. I obviously know he's not going to voice Darth Vader, but he is going to be in the suit. Remember, Hayden Christensen was in the Darth Vader suit in that scene where he became Vader. That actually was all him in the suit. So it's cool that he's going to be doing the body work. I don't know how much he'll be in the suit all the time, but what I do see is that Hayden Christensen will probably be in the tank. He'll probably be in the tank on Mustafar. That's probably where we'll see him the most. And probably in Force Visions as Anakin to Obi-Wan. We've also got an official timestamp for where this is going to take place. This is set 10 years after Revenge of the Sith. So we are in the zenith of the Dark Times era. As to where this show is rating. So that's really cool. I really enjoy that. It's cool to see. I never hated hate. I never got the Hayden Christensen hate. And it's also fuck y'all for making that man drive that man to insanity. Star Wars fans, what the fuck? Wouldn't be the first time. But it is cool to have him as Vader. I do know that I'm aware that it's probably going to be he's going to be floating in the tank. That's probably where we're going to see him. But I do hope that we get to see him more like in the suit. Like I'd love to see him in the Vader costume. But I guarantee it's probably going to be in that meditation tank on Mustafar. You know, in Vader's castle. That's probably what it is. Anyway, so that's cool. And we also have the more of an announcement for the Cassian Andor show, which will be coming in 2022. Which, yay! I know, Red, I know you're watching this, and I know out of all the things they announced for Star Wars, I know the one thing you're hyped for the most is the Cassian Andor show. So, getting Cassian, you'll have to wait another year till you get Cassian, man. That's gonna be the only drawback, is you gotta wait one more year for Cassian. Oh, shit. But this is all really cool. Like, it all just came out like bam, 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 bam. And it is going to be cool, and it's probably we're now dealing with the Mando-verse. That's what I think I immediately regret saying that. No, do not call it the Mando-verse. That's stupid. But I guarantee you they're all going to cross over at some point, much like with the DCCW shows, where they're all crossing over at one point or another. So I have no doubt that Mando, well, aside from Obi-Wan and Cassian, they're definitely going to be crossing over with one another, like Ahsoka, the Rangers of the New Republic, and maybe, definitely not the Lando show either, but this Rangers of the New Republic show and Ahsoka, those shows are crossing over with Mando. Those three shows are going to be obviously interconnected at some point or another. There's no doubt in my mind that they are going to be very much interconnected with one another. And I have a feeling they're going to try to do Heir of the Empire. I am most excited. I guarantee you that Ahsoka's story is going to be, bringing back Ezra. We're going to see Sabine. We're obviously going to see Thrawn. But I am very curious to see if we're going to get other characters that were originally EU. Remember, we got the Dark Troopers. We've gotten Tython back. We've gotten all of these. So I think, and I don't have any evidence to back this up, but this is just, I think where we're going is that we're going to get Jeruus Sabaoth from Heir to the Empire in the Ahsoka show. I am pretty goddamn sure that we're going to get Jeruus in here. I have no doubt about that, and yeah, the one show I'm most excited for is the Obi-Wan show. I've been most excited for that since day one. That's the one thing I have been waiting for the most, and I am so excited to see this play out. I am very much excited to see this on a whole. And this whole universe they're building, because it's kind of obvious that they looked at the sequel trilogy and went, yikes. So it's nice that they're doing some control stuff now. I know already that Dave Filoni is just going to be playing with his OC. That sounded wrong. I'm never saying that again. Using his favorite OC, Ahsoka, and making her... I have a love-hate thing for Ahsoka. I really do. I like the character, but at the same time, I feel like she's overstayed her welcome. Does that make any sense? Like, I feel like her story, thematically ended at the, in the Twilight of Apprentice episodes in Rebels, where I felt like her story should have ended in her final fight with Vader, because I felt like her whole story just kind of came full circle here. Now it just feels like it's just like, okay, you're here, and it's just, all right. So now it brings up the question of, okay, so where were you when Rey needed a teacher, or when Luke needed help against Kylo Ren, or whatever? Where were you? So I'm wondering how that's all going to play out, but yeah. It is all really cool. So you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of all this Star Wars news? What show are you most excited for? Are you excited most for Bad Batch, or Rangers of the New Republic, or like I said, the Obi-Wan show, or Lando? And what other like Star Wars shows are you hoping to see like come down the line? Just comment below, let me know. And once again, I am Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.